Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I know, where have I been? It has been a minute, but we don't really need to talk about that unless you're really curious. I'll talk about it at the end of this video. But for those of you who clicked on it, it's probably because you saw I picked up Lisa Eldridge's latest skincare launch. Well, latest, it's her new skincare launch. This is her Seamless Skin line, and I have both products. We're gonna talk about it. And yes, a couple things are different. I'm messing with my lighting, so who knows how this is really gonna look. I'm messing with my hair, trying out some new volumizing products, so that's how that's looking. And I've been messing with my skincare. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Jennifer, and I'm into all things hair, skin, and makeup. And if you are too, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because you know you're gonna come back for more. All right, even though my filming style, all this feels a little off and I'm not as comfortable as I normally am, I needed to be back with you guys, and I have been trying and testing out lots of products, so I do have a lot of videos planned for you. It's not that I'm just like dropping back in like with a one-off. We got stuff that's coming. But the Lisa Eldridge stuff I have been so into. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Lisa Eldridge, she is a British makeup artist, brand owner, and jewelry designer. I've literally never purchased any of her products before, and when the skincare was launched, I was like, yes, I'm gonna do it. And I also picked up her, what is this called? Elevated Glow. This is her highlighter. I have it on my cheeks today. I just had to finally get some of her makeup. You know me, I cannot purchase complexion over the internet. I can never get a color match, so that's why I haven't bought anything of hers. It's not sold in the US. She has beautiful products. You should definitely check out her website, but also check out her YouTube videos. She actually has 2 videos for these products. The first one is pre-launch of these products, and she talks about the products. The second video, she shows us how she uses them. But either way, there's something about her voice. Like, I just want her to be my mother and tell me bedtime stories at night. There's like this very soothing, calming lilt in her voice that just is, it's like ASMR. If you guys are like ASMR susceptible like I am, you'll love Lisa. Anyway, let's just get into the products. This is the Skin and Makeup Enhancing Mist. And this I'm a little bit confused about, even though I have been using it. I have it on today. I did use it. I have used it at the beginning of my skincare routine, like the very first thing. Today I used it at the end of my skincare routine and then on top of my makeup as like a setter. It's obviously a very versatile product. So $42 at 4.22 ounces or 125 mLs. It's a little pricey. That's just how it is when you're buying Lisa Eldridge. So the whole point of this product is to settle your makeup, but also to hydrate your skin and rehydrate throughout the day. It contains 8 ingredients, and that's one of the things when she was formulating these products, she did the formulation herself. She wasn't sending it off to chemists. She was trying out all the different ingredients and deciding what she wanted and was going for like the best ingredients, the best efficacy, and that's why products are expensive, because she wasn't concerned with getting the price down. If you watch her first video on this line, then you'll get the whole backstory on how she was able to save some money on these products, but they're still pricey. So the 5 ingredients in here are niacinamide, aloe leaf juice, multi-moist, which is like a trademarked ingredient, and its purpose is to bind water with your skin for a more hydrated and smoother complexion. And Filmexil, which is another one of those trademarked ingredients. And I'm going to give you the full rundown on that because that's kind of what makes this special. So it forms a flexible mesh on your skin 3 minutes after application for a subtle lifting and tightening and smoothing effect. And it also acts as a natural barrier against pollution and irritants. And then there's an 8 amino acid complex to boost hydration and skin barrier function. Now, like I've said, I've used this many different ways. I don't really feel like it adds anything to my skincare routine, so lately I've mainly been using it at the end just to like set my makeup, and it's nice. My makeup lasts, it looks nice. I've actually been finding, because it is like a hydrator, that I will, after it does set, then I will just go back in with a little powder in any areas where I feel I'm a little shiny, and it keeps everything else looking nice and glowy and fresh. Is this a must-have? I don't think so. Is it a nice to have? Sure. I mean, is it nice to just like feel bougie throughout the day, and whenever you're feeling like a little dehydrated or your makeup is starting to look a little dry, just to mist up? Yes, it is. It's lovely. All right, so the actual star of the show is this like multi-purpose, it's called the Skin Enhancing Treatment Cleanser. $49 for 3.38 ounces or 100 mLs. She is pricey. Now, I should also tell you that she did come out with some cleansing cloths. She made these special, like, super soft, luxurious cloths. You can buy them separately. They're in a 2-pack for $12, or you can get a bundle with this where it's just an extra $6, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's $55 for the bundle. I didn't notice the bundle when I first made the purchase. I actually have terrible anxiety about using a cleansing balm and then wiping off with the cloth, and then all of your makeup is all over the cloth. That just gives me such anxiety. I don't do that, so that's why I didn't get the cloths. However, had I seen the bundle, I probably would have, just to see how soft they were, but whatever. I don't use this to wipe off. I actually rinse off. Basically what this is a balm cleanser that is supposed to give you plumped up, hydrated skin. And what Lisa says is you need to use only a blueberry sized amount. Now I say blueberry, but she says blueberry, and it's Lisa. I could just listen to her talk all day. But here you have this nice like gel, and all of a sudden, after about 30 seconds, it starts to turn into an oil. And what makes this product really special is you can use it as a cleanser, you can leave it on as a face mask, or you can use it for like massage treatments. I've used it all 3 ways. As a matter of fact, I used it morning and night for 2.5 weeks. I really wanted to see like how I liked it best. Now, right now it is turned into the oil stage, so it is super slippy. It does have a scent to it. Now it has, I think, just 8 ingredients. I'll list those off to you and what there are for in a minute. But there's no fragrance added. All her products are vegan and cruelty-free. There's no fragrance added, so the scent you smell, which is a little strange, but also a little reminiscent of something, and it's making me crazy. I've not been able to figure out what it reminds me of or what other product it could be. But the point is, every ingredient in here has a purpose. Now, like I've said, I've used it all 3 ways. My favorite way to use it is in the morning before I get in the shower. So either after the gym, or even on days when I don't go to the gym, before I get in the shower, I put this on my face. I use the blueberry size amount, rub it all over my face, and then I'll leave it. Now, I will probably massage it in for about 2 minutes. It feels so good. There's a really wonderful glide, so you're not tugging and pulling at the skin. My voice is not having it today. So I know my skin is getting really clean. However, the ingredients in here make the most like hydrated and moisturized skin when you're done. And it's funny because, like I said, I do this before I shower. So I will go on, I'll brush my teeth, I'll, do whatever little odds and ends around the bathroom, whatever. I will waste time, and then I will go in the shower. I add the tiniest bit of water and I emulsify it. It doesn't emulsify and get super milky, but it does emulsify enough that it rinses off really nicely. And when I say you do not have any tightness, dryness, anything afterwards, that's true. But what you do have is your skin just feels so it feels so nourished. Like it feels like the product is now in my skin and it has plumped it up. It's the weirdest thing because I've never had another product ever do that. And the results, like day after day after day, get better and better. Now, like I said, I was also using it in the evening to remove makeup. Does an amazing job as a first and second cleanser. I had used it both ways, and then I was like, lady, this is almost $50. Stop using it for 2 cleanses. So I was using it for the first cleanse to remove my makeup, and then I would use another cleanser. And then I was like, you know what? I love this so much in my morning cleanses. I'm stopping using it for my evening cleanses to remove like makeup and sunscreen because I just don't want to waste it. I enjoy my morning cleanse with this so much. Seriously, it's on my hand and I just want to keep rubbing it. And actually, I'm going to do it on this hand too. Both of them deserve to be nice and moisturized and hydrated. What I probably should have done, I did have some hand cream on my hands. I probably should have put that on so you could have seen the difference from my dry hands to when I take this off and how nourished and supple the skin is. It's friggin' crazy. I'm actually going to leave it on the back of my hands, but just clean off my fingers. Seriously, it's that precious to me that I don't want to wipe it off yet. All right, so let me give you some of the facts about it. She actually did some clinical studies on this because when she was using it, she actually felt like she was being more moisturized, but she didn't know if that was just anecdotal. So she actually ran her own clinical, or hired out to have her own clinical studies done, and they found that it actually removes 100% of long-wearing makeup and waterproof SPF with just 1 cleanse. That's friggin' remarkable. The next thing they found was that your skin's hydration and moisturization was increased by 73%, and that lasted throughout the day. And then they found that with regular use, it was shown to maintain, protect, and improve your skin barrier by only using that blueberry-sized amount. Now, she said you only need to use it for like 2 minutes a day. If you can do 2 minutes, that's great. If you can't, you're still going to reap the benefits. All right, now here's the short list of ingredients that are in this skin enhancing treatment cleanser. There's saponins for cleansing. There's oat kernel oil, which is your ceramides. They're high in antioxidants. They're great for soothing your skin. There's glycerin, which is blended with the saponins to help boost like the hydration and the cleansing performance. There's passion fruit seed oil, which is also known as maracuja oil, and that is to help repair and retain moisture, and it's high in antioxidants. There's meadow foam seed oil, which is a very lightweight oil that helps lock in hydration, squalane for barrier strengthening, and prickly pear oil, which is high in antioxidants. It's an anti-inflammatory, it's barrier boosting, and antibacterial. Literally, those are all the ingredients. Now, according to Lisa, we should be able to get, I think she said, 100 blueberries out of here, which means about 3 months of washing. I'll see. I can't imagine that that's what I'm going to get out of here, but if I do, I will be thrilled because, you know, price. But here's the thing. For me, this is like luxury skincare that actually works. And I am 100% like, well, I'm 100% ashamed that I love it this much because I'm probably going to buy another one, but I am 100% in love with what it has done to my skin. Now, I don't know if it makes my skin look any different, but it certainly does make it feel different. And now I never felt my skin felt or looked dry. I never felt like my skin was being sucked of all of its moisture after I was washing it with my other cleansers. But somehow this one just makes my skin feel like it's never felt before. It feels plump, it feels hydrated, it feels moisturized, and that's before my skincare. And the benefit to that is you actually end up using less of your skincare. I'm using less of my serums, less of like my toners, my essences, which you know I love. But using this first means that I haven't had to use as much as the other products. Now, I am in no way saying you need to go buy this $49 cleanser. I am, however, saying that if you like a luxurious experience, if you like trying new things, if you just want to know exactly what's in your products, 7 ingredients here, and know that they are for sure vegan and cruelty-free, and that you will actually be feeling a difference after you cleanse, then you might want to give it a try. The downside is you can only get it on Lisa's website. It does come from England, but I think it says like 3 to 5 working days for delivery, and that's about what it was for me. I think it took me about 5 days from the day I ordered it until I received these. I don't regret this purchase at all. If anything, I'm a little annoyed that I'm going to keep wanting to purchase it because I really, really love this. I actually look forward to my morning cleanse, which I never really thought this or that about it. It was just part of my routine. I literally look forward to it. I don't know if you can tell by looking at the backs of these like sun damaged hands, but they, just by having that on, letting it sit there for a couple minutes, they literally feel softer. And to me, they just look a little nicer. I hadn't done that on my hands before, and honestly, I really don't want to waste it on the back of my hands. I do, when I am cleansing, rub whatever's on my fingers down to my neck because I do like to treat this all as one. I can't stop talking about this. I think that tells you something. Oh, and look, the tube and the cap are both recyclable. Very often, caps are not recyclable, so it's nice that this whole component can be recycled. Seriously, she thought of everything. And actually, I will link both of her videos in my description box below so that you can watch them. Listen, you know how I am. I'm a nerd. I love learning about these things. So if you are a nerd like me, you may want to check them out. All right, so that's all for the skincare portion of this video. For those of you who stuck around and want to know where I've been the past couple of weeks, it's really not that big of a deal. I am just struggling with this whole menopause situation. And when I tell you I am pissed about it, I'm not lying. I just feel like I was never alerted what was going to happen to me. My mother never said anything to me. The only thing I would ever hear now and then is like women complaining about having hot flashes and their own personal summers. I never heard anything else about it. And the myriad of symptoms that I've been experiencing since about 2018, I didn't realize back then what they were. Now I am realizing because it's starting to be talked about a little more. You really have to go digging for information. But when I tell you that I am not the person who A, I want to be, or B, who I used to be, is no exaggeration. There are some days when I can barely crawl out of bed. And yes, I am on HRT and it does help for the most point. But there are some, like I'll get in these little periods where I'm in just such a fog, such a funk that I have all I can do to put one foot in front of the other. And if you want me to plan dinner, holy crap, that's a whole, like I got to work on that all day long. I'm telling you, it's like moving through mud. These past couple weeks, I've been in the mud. I haven't had it within me to like put everything together, get the studio set up, do my hair, do my makeup, research the products, even shop sometimes. And then sit down and do this. I just have not physically had it within me. And I feel bad because I feel like there are so many of us out there who are struggling. And you feel sometimes like it's just you because maybe none of your friends are going through it, or maybe some of your friends are having an easier time going through it. Maybe some of them are having a worse time and you don't even know about it. I know a couple of my friends are going through it and we're all in varying degrees. And of course, we're all at varying degrees at different times. Like we can all be together and someone is struggling and the rest of us are fine. It's an awful period and I hate this. And I hate what it takes from me. I hate that it takes my energy. I hate that it takes me away from doing this, which I love. And I hate that I can't, like, you know, when you're like a young mom and you just have to you got to get through the day. You have to feed, you have to clothe, you have to bathe, you have to educate, you have to do everything that your children need from you. At this stage, I'm not capable of that. And it makes everything worse. It's like an added layer of just like, oh my God, the guilt on top of all that is crushing. So that's where I've been these past couple of weeks. I've been kind of suffering with the meno. So if any of you can relate, my heart goes out to you because this is rough. And you know what, one of the things that really pisses me off? I've been through a bunch of doctors and the ones who say to me, well, you just got to get through it, I don't go back to them. I do have one doctor right now who is very proactive in helping me try different things. She's been wonderful and she's not at all of the mindset of, we'll just get through this. She's of the mindset of, let's try and get you to be where you want to be. It just so happens these past 2 weeks, I was not where I wanted to be. So for those of you who are going through it with me, again, my heart goes out to you. And for those of you who are in the dark about it, I think you should start talking to your mothers about it right now, asking them what their experiences are, and start just like looking it up. Like look on TikTok for different doctors who talk about this. Do a couple Google searches about symptoms because you'll be surprised at the myriad of symptoms where you think to yourself one day, am I dying? No, you're just in menopause or perimenopause. The secret of it all, the guilt of it all, and the actual like moving through the mud, it's a terrible combination. But I'm back. I have videos planned for you guys. This one I feel like it's going to be kind of rough. But sometimes you just got to put one foot in front of the other and whatever happens, happens. All right, you guys, let's just wrap up my Lisa Eldridge seamless skincare / meno video. I'm happy to be back. And as always, I want to thank you so much for being with me and I'll see you real soon.